video where today I am back with Madden 23. We are currently 3-3 on the regular season, and I just looked at the stats. We have 7 green lights and Carolina has 8, so I'm not really all that sure who's gonna win this game, but it actually should be a pretty even game if those are the stats. Let me upgrade the players real quick. Kamikaze, 4 players were just upgraded. Yes, sir. So yeah, we are an 83 overall. Well, or an 84 overall. They are an 82 overall. So that adds to the factor, I guess. No, I don't want to quit franchise mode. But yeah, let's get to it. By the way, a new update came out today, and I tested it out.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA
I made
Sports.
a
And we'll see Raheem
request
he had a nice
about
a week ago with a
the
pair
whole
of
camera thing that's been
it's
going
the
on
Buccaneers and the Panthers. And it's
a few
coming
days
up
ago,
next
and
on
then
EA Sports.
this update came out. So they may have fixed it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll turn up now.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bucs at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Tua. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick out of BYU, now in his second season, and that's Zach Wilson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they're using him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. A draw play now. The launch. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They still can't get him. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight. I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
There wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Able to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Now Balazs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Daniel Bellinger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. And this.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 2. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And now staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in the end zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run again with Hines. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
To throw is Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back now comes Tampa Bay. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's a gain of 34. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw is incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They run it with Balaj. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Another carry now for Edmonds. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing our offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Trinity Benson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the delay, it's Balaj. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set your other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We start up in Cincinnati. The AFC champs hosting Atlanta. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And at the half, they are down to the visiting New York Giants. Sterling Shepard, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Mike Evans, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. On play action, here's Tua. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that almost their first INT in the ballgame. Had his Saints on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tua now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Balaj. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Tua. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returning is Peppers. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives.
We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a throw here to his running back. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Edmonds will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Conklin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To his throw, caught there by Wallace. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught downfield by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. On 2nd and a yard. Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Balaj. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Running left, here's Edmonds. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Justin Rohrwasser in a pressure spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Play action. Now it's Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua to Thompson on the screen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and they'll set up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. Rohrwasser's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To Thompson on the draw. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down at the 25. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Thompson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Wilson. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Yeah, I pretty much called it before I did the video that we weren't gonna win this because they had more greens than us. So yeah, I pretty much called the fact that we weren't gonna win. But I do want to check out tomorrow's the game for tomorrow, I mean. Come on! Alright, well, I'm just, oh, well, never mind. Hold on, let me see what all there is. Alright, this is going too slow for me. I'm just gonna go, guys.
Struggling with reception? Time to switch to Verizon, the most reliable 5G network in America.
I'm listening.
You even get a free 5G phone on them.
Touchdown!
Switch